Actually, a really good question. For anybody that wants to start creating content for themselves, that wants to build their social media platforms, whether you're a company or individual nail tech, I think this is key. There's certain steps you take to do nails, right? But what we do is we look for new and interesting ways to talk about these things. First of all, fundamentals never go.
Basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. Basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.
I was just about to compliment Jorge on such an awesome countdown. And then we have this massive, he just gives me a thumbs up.
Fail. Though I was a little annoyed at beginning with his countdown.
Really?
Yeah, it was 40, 30,
kind
20,
of
like just random numbers.
In our face.
Yeah.
Like, but I like that when he went down to 10, he's all like a pro. And then it was like huge. What was that, Jorge, anyway? What was that, the headphones?
So, okay.
Because that's
lower the volume, but I forgot to do that because we were signing.
Lower the volume where? In your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
feel like
that's
excuses.
That's the echo, Tracy. So he is the one.
He is the echo.
That he's the person responsible.
We knew that.
We knew that. We knew this.
Now
guys.
we have proof.
Now we've got proof that he is. He's in the court of Habib and Tracy, guilty as charged. No, not even. There's not even gonna be a trial. You're guilty, bro. No. Not in our court. You can't. In our court, we are judge.
We are sheriff, judge, jury,
bailiff,
executioner.
Can I be the?
Nope.
And can I be the executioner? By the way.
Yes.
Can I do it? Okay, good. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We just started and got a hype train going already. Let's see what we got here. First of all, good morning, Cupcake Mama, Sidicles, Miss Alexa 91, SoulCal Mandy, Serenity the Pink, Ramon, what up? We got Crystal Glitterbug. Thank you for subbing 3 months through Prime. We really appreciate it. Looks like Dragon Bear Mama for the 5 months. Thank you so much. Also,
that's quite a commitment to us.
That is quite a commitment. And
Would
then
you
we got
a second to rethink.
We're gonna give you a chance
annulment
to reverse that for divorce, right, Trace?
Annulment.
Simply Jessica subbing for 4 months. Thank you for the 4 months through Prime. Also, that's amazing. We've got the hype train going already, guys. Really appreciate it. I do want to say this: if you do have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free. You can actually sub to our channel for free. If you've got an Amazon Prime, it will not cost you a dime. And it just gets our community more rich, and you'll be able to access emotes, all the fun little emotes. See that lotion basket we got down there? See that? You see that?
So, speaking of Amazon Prime.
Yes.
So, Stan's work wife.
Okay, Stan's work. Your husband's work wife.
Yes.
Yep.
She comes and watches the dog while we're on vacation.
While you're on vacation,
yeah.
Correct.
So, for some reason, she signed me out of all my accounts, like Amazon Prime, all those.
Like on your television?
Yes.
Okay.
And put hers in.
Oh, my God.
Which I don't remember my passwords to this stuff because
Right.
I've usually been drinking when I set them. Okay.
I want this.
So
I'm
I'm going to have to figure it out. But there was this just desire. Okay. Because you know how it's like continue watching.
Yeah, you can see the history.
Yeah. I wanted to just pick the most random, bizarre, perverted, disturbing
Sick
stuff.
Yes.
So when she got on there, it was like, would you like to continue blah, blah, blah. Just to see, just to mess
Dude,
with her.
That would have been awesome. And then blame it on Stan.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%. I wasn't even home when this happened.
Yeah,
right?
You have to blame it on your husband. 100%.
There's something wrong with me.
I know, but it's why we're friends, Tracy, because that's the kind of stuff that I also would do. I would happily try to mess with somebody and then blame someone else. Yeah, that's.
And then just see if she ever said anything.
Exactly. She comes around, hey, and just like you just give a hey, and then you just observe, right?
Yeah.
Kind of wait, be patient.
Little judgment. See if she like just backs away very slowly.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That is so good. It's funny because you see all that history. So when my wife logs into hers, I'm like, why is she watching? What's the what's the show?
How to Kill Your Husband 27 Different Ways and Get Away with It.
Documentary.
Yes.
True crimes, husbands, deaths only. True Crimes edition. You know what's funny is, speaking of true crimes, I haven't been keeping up with that. You know that girl, that was like
Petito?
Gabby Petito. Yeah, I was
I
traveling
haven't
and
Did you find out? Did you know the cause of that?
strangulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. They found out that her cause was, so she, I don't know if you know the story, Trace, but like she was traveling with her boyfriend. They're going, you know, she's like just like this sweet, cute person. And the guys, they seem like normal, but then, you know, this footage from the Utah police comes out and get into this gnarly fight. Somebody else, like they were hitting each other, or there was like physical.
This was recent, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
this was like over the summer, and apparently, like people saw them like physically fighting, and so they called the cops. The cops came down, and were like, "You guys need to take a break from each other." You know, nobody's pressing charges, and so they said just stay away from each other. And then next thing you
Wish
know,
cops would tell me to do that with my husband.
do that your husband, like get away,
Just stay away. We're not beating each other. Just stay away from each other.
just get away
Okay.
forever.
It's against the law.
It's against the law to see you, honey. Can't do it. It's not me. It's the law.
It's the law.
I'm not breaking the law and going to jail just to see
I have
you.
this warrant. And he's like handwritten.
In your school, honey, that's your handwriting. No, it's
it's
not. No, it's not. Don't tell me what's mine. That's against the law too.
Sorry.
Just keep going.
Okay, so they're fighting. Cops said, knock it off.
Cops said knock it off. They took a break, and then next thing you hear is that, you know, he goes home to Florida. I don't really know all the details. If I'm screwing this up, I apologize. But basically, she's missing. He goes home to his family in Florida, and now he's on the run. Like, he's gone.
Is this the one where like the family went camping?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard
Yeah.
little things, but I had no idea what really was going on. But
Yeah, kind
So
of.
he's not. He left.
He's on the
bailed.
run. Yeah,
He's missing.
he's missing.
He's
They don't know where he's at.
Oh, he'll be
Yeah.
found. I mean, you can't hide anymore.
Well, apparently they like Dog the Bounty Hunter is on this, right? Isn't this? Yeah, and so he apparently found that at the time of her death, he called his parents from the exact location that she was found dead. So there's some.
Why does it take him to find that? Like,
I don't know. Like you know, that's a great question. I guess when you hire like these private investigators,
it's their only focus.
yeah,
but
they're gonna go deep,
still,
right?
like,
I know. I agree with you. It's kind of
I mean,
it's
that's
kind of
kind
sad.
of basic info. Like,
You can look up.
Let's ping his phone.
Ping
Where
his
was
phone.
he?
Yeah, exactly. Where was he the time that she? Oh wow, he was right there at the site. So
He's
it's not looking good.
he
for
will
him.
not hide long.
Yeah, I mean, how can you? I mean, unless he's in, you know, he deported to another country himself or left.
Still,
and-
it's all social media. Like, people will find you.
I know. There's
I mean,
cameras
I think for
everywhere.
a female, it's like, not that I've thought about this. You just cut your hair, color it, you know, wear glasses, you know, gain some weight. I don't know. I just off the top of my head.
Off the top of your head, you haven't thought about this
It's
at all.
written in my book.
Yeah.
How to get away with killing your CEO
and
running away.
husband, not CEO, husband. What are you talking about? Maybe CEO, maybe first husband, then
So
CEO.
there's a list.
There's a list.
Anyway, but for a guy, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know.
Even if you color your hair, it's like, well, that's still you.
Yeah, you would have to get like a wig and then like facial hair, and I mean, it's not.
Not that
it's
you
not.
thought about
It's yeah, not that I've thought about it. No, not at all. Not at all. Grow a wig and totally disguise.
First rule is no, don't talk about it.
You know, if you're a makeup artist, you might be able to.
Might be able
but
to, change some things.
I don't think he is. So, anyway, who dropped the beat on the latest YouTube video? Was it Dre? It was fire. I don't know, but there's always good beats on those videos.
Yeah.
Serenity the Pink. They're really, really good. Cupcake Mama, my son always says, look, it's the company you want to work for. Thank you.
I have a question.
That's very nice. Yes.
So when you're on there for me, like you're
Yeah.
home and
Yeah.
we do this,
Yeah.
Jorge scrolls the crap out of everything.
Like
I
constantly?
cannot focus at all.
Yeah, you get
because
dizzy?
he's scrolling and then he scrolls back up and then he'll scroll back down.
Yeah.
You don't do that while he's here. Why?
No, because okay, so the reason I do it is because I'm trying to find the question that he's reading.
Oh, I
so
see.
I can post it so you can
Right.
clearly see it. But the problem is, it's sometimes
Yeah.
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 And he'll find it, and then he'll start scrolling again, though. Like, it's like this just...
Yeah, he's trying to mess with you, Trace.
Yeah, I think so.
Speaking of scrolling, can you scroll down, please, so we can see the rest of the chat? Let's see. Good morning, y'all. Sprinkles, good morning. Love to all. Thank you. Cupcake Mama. My Twitch emotes are not loading. I'm sad. Dragon Bear Mama. That sucks. Need to make sure we get your emotes happening so that you can post them. Keep going down, Jorge.
How do we get the stickers?
Where? How do we get the stickers? What stickers? You talking about the emotes? They should be available. Wait.
They're talking about the
Regular
stickers.
stickers. Like we have stickers.
Just give us a whisper on here or DM us on Instagram and we'll send you some stickers. So
we need to buy more stickers.
We do need to buy more stickers? Okay, let's buy more stickers. We'll buy more stickers then.
We have a lot of stickers.
We should, right?
Yeah.
Keep scrolling, Jorge. Please. Let's have a lotion basket cases reunion. Dragon Bear Mama, I'm also sad that all the adult things are landing on me at once right now. You know what? Sorry to hear that. And sometimes reality drops on our head like
Full force.
like bricks, man, like a ton of bricks. And I hope you're able to just, you know what, when that happens to me, I don't know if this helps at all, but like, if I think about everything dropping on me at once, I get overwhelmed and then very anxious. I get a lot of anxiety. And then sometimes I can like stop and do nothing. You know what I mean? You just get frozen. But when that happens, I'll be like, okay, let me just peel off the first thing and just deal with that one thing. And then maybe I can take care of it or try to find some solution. And then only then let me try to go to the next thing. Or maybe sometimes that's not an option. You have to deal with multiple and just try to just peel them off and deal with them one at a time.
Or run away.
Or never come back and just listen to us on Twitch and hopefully we can brighten your day. Serenity the Pink. Habib, please tell me, was that you that dropped the beat on Greg's Bloody? No, it was not. That was not me. So that was whoever edited that video, which I'm thinking is Victoria.
Yes, Victoria.
Yeah. So Victoria dropped the beat. Victoria is our, she edits most of the long form videos. I know Jorge jumps in the action too. And Jorge does a lot of short form content, but you guys go back and forth, right?
Well, she mostly does the YouTube
stuff.
Demos, she does.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So you do nothing. What do you do here, Jorge?
He messes things up.
Messes things up and scrolls
and
fast.
then scrolls and makes me nauseous.
I'm just kidding. I think
his tears sustain me.
Keep crying. Montana Sugar Nails, good morning. Does anyone know where I can get the Lotion Basket song to use as a ringtone? Ooh, let's see if we can upload that. I don't know how to do that. Maybe Jorge, Ramon, C's, maybe you guys can help. I have the songs. Maybe we can. And if we do, that would be awesome. I think it'd be funny if you did. I subbed already on Monday. Wish I got the hype train. D Zenitramp, thank you for subbing on Monday. We really appreciate it. Simply Jessica, if I have a stiletto or almond nails. God, man, I just realized something, Tracy.
What?
I talk a lot. Not that I just realized that, but like I can just keep going and going. And I just listening to myself and I was like, holy crap,
And you're
man.
continuing. She's like talking about how much he talks.
All right, let's continue because I'm just not going to stop. Let me stop talking by fielding this question so Tracy can start talking. Question, if I have stiletto or almond nails, can I add more product to create a coffin or do I have to start the set over again? I'm using hard gel.
Actually, you can usually shorten the stiletto or almond and create the coffin shape. It just depends how long you want your coffin. So usually you can just tweak it enough by shortening to create the look. You might be a little more tapered than you're looking for, but adding a form on and then trying to add product onto a already long nail, that I don't recommend it.
I'm taking the recommendation of our chat. They said we don't seem as bright today. Can we move that
No,
closer?
that was a while ago. I fixed it already.
Did they mean
Oh, you did?
mentally or?
Yeah, you're talking mentally. Are we a little slow today?
A little slow.
We're like, welcome,
Dude, that's how I feel.
chat.
Oh my God. Could you imagine talking like that?
I can't think. My brain hurts. Oh my God, Tracy. What if we did the whole...
And you're still talking.
Okay, I'm
Just
stop.
slowly.
Slowly.
It's your anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Crystal Glitter Bug. Oh my God, how many years?
Yeah.
How many years have you been? Is it married? I'm assuming it's married, but it could be. You have a boyfriend and you celebrate anniversary, which I realize. Isn't that funny? Like, and no disrespect to anybody that's dating and you have an anniversary, but once you get married and you have an anniversary, you realize that the anniversaries that you had while you were dating are kind of like
way better. Kinda way better.
That's so great.
So yeah. Stan and I kind of had this out the other day, by the way.
With anniversary?
Yes.
Wait. Okay, I'm dying. Dying to hear this.
It's my sister. Or, I don't know. We ramble. Last night with my son, it was about his name and who. Anyway, yeah. So Stan, our anniversary. Like,
yeah, it's coming.
It's coming and it goes, but like we don't. Sometimes I'm out of town for it.
Right. Well, you've been out of town quite a few times. Yeah.
But here's the thing. The reason I don't care about being out of town is Stan's never been a huge anniversary
guy.
person,
Okay,
right?
Okay.
He swears up and down that's because of me.
Oh,
and me going out of town, so he decided it wasn't that important.
Okay, let me say this, and I'm gonna take your side here, Tracy.
Thank you.
Yeah, because that would imply that all the anniversaries before you started traveling, that he was like, yo, it's our anniversary. Is that the case?
No.
Okay. So.
And when we first got married, he would do them, but my friends forced him to
do something.
Yeah. And, granted, we go to a nice dinner, he would get dressed up, I'd get dressed up, but it was always like this force. So I finally just went, you know what? I'm not going to force him.
Yeah.
If we do something this weekend, we'll do something. If he works our anniversary, he works it. He didn't get time paid off at that time or anything like that, so I get it. But if I get a card, I get a card. He isn't much for giving flowers, never has been. Doesn't like giving gifts, never has been. Right. But apparently this is
your fault.
My fault.
I love this. This is awesome.
And you know what?
Yeah, boss.
And one thing I tell my husband: just because you're louder doesn't mean you're right. And he just overrides me when we talk about the conversation. He's like, "You're trying to rewrite history." No, I'm not.
So this is one of those things, right? And this is really good because for anybody that's about to get married, okay, the conversation Tracy's talking about is very, very, very common in marriage, and it's called "we're just gonna have to agree to disagree."
Yep.
And you have to be okay because here's the thing, right? Like you're not. It's like. He believes it, whether it's right or wrong.
Right.
He believes that to be the sitch. You believe it to be the sitch.
Because it's right.
Because it's right, exactly. And like you're not. And so like, but here's the thing: people, I've seen my wife has a friend that's maybe about to get married, and they've been living together for like 3 years.
Okay.
And he's talking about these things, about these arguments of like, I don't understand, like she did.
You will never understand.
You'll never understand.
Just walk away.
And you just gotta walk away.
And that's what we do. Because that could be back in the day, that would have been a drag out
major fight. Yeah.
Last night my son and my daughter-in-law are in town. We went
saw that giant beer she had, which that picture
amazing,
I was like, right? I'm like, I love her. She's like, she's a tiny little thing with this giant.
Absolutely love her. She is
so
amazing.
Great. Yeah.
But so we got in the conversation of how RJ's name is Roger, which is after my father. And Stan, here's another situation, insists that was not supposed to be his name. And I waited for him to leave the hospital before I filled the paperwork out.
No. No.
Insists.
Wait. He doesn't actually believe that, though. No way. No, Tracy, there's no
he believes
way.
it. He believes it.
That's amazing.
And that could be a knockout. I mean, because it's so. I told him, you knew I intended to name him after my father.
Of course, right. That makes sense.
I offered to name him after your father.
Right.
And then when I was really pissed, I told him I was going to name him Stanley Jr., which is just horrible. But you had 3 options.
Yeah.
Your names sucked that you came up with. I used one of them as a middle name, so it's Roger James. I said, and I never intended on calling him Roger.
Right.
It's always been RJ. What do you think this boy's name is? What do you think it should be?
So great.
Insist. You waited until I left the I had this planned. I said, you weren't there. They brought the paperwork in. You knew what his name was going to be.
Let me ask you this, Tracy. Is it possible
No.
that in the back of Stan's mind, he's gonna just, you know,
He's not that type.
No?
He's not that type.
Not even
He
just-
likes to mess with me a little bit, but he's not.
Okay,
that's,
not
in
that's
his
like-
head.
That's
This
the
is
truth.
truth.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? It's like that is so long ago, right? There's no possible way if that's in his head of like I left, I came back, his name was Roger. Like he's getting like what do you do, right? You can't come to terms. Well, you can come to terms by just being like, okay, that's what you believe, and
Well, and RJ's not a huge fan of Roger either.
okay.
He likes RJ.
Yeah.
So he's
I
like,
love
well,
RJ.
yeah, you know, I would have liked to have been something else. I'm like, oh, so I'm not going to say the name Stan came up with because I don't want to insult anyone. Do you think you're this? Do you want that? No. I don't like that. How about this name? No, I don't like that. Are you good with RJ? Yes, I'm good with RJ.
I'm gonna stop all this argument right now. My name's Habib. Okay. And exactly. Thank you very much. So just go back to Stan and RJ and say, like, you know what? My boss, his name is Habib. And even though it's a huge honor, right, for me, because it's my grandfather's name.
Of course. It's still Habib.
It's still Habib.
Well, that's what I was like.
Like, yo.
You want me to name him Stanley Jr.? Stanley J. Stanley J. Jr.
Stanley J.
Stephen Ray. I start naming off his whole family. Gene Allen. Homer. I'm like,
Homer. Is there a Homer?
there is a Homer.
That's awesome.
He's just like, and that's when he just shuts up.
Yeah, like names are always interesting for me because I like in the end, like I was the only kid in my family to have a Middle Eastern name, right? Like the only out of all my cousins, everybody.
Good thing you're well rounded because some kids could not have taken that.
No, they can't handle it. I, you know, like you know what? My grandmother was awesome because she was constantly like, your grandfather, he was a great man. You take after him. You're going to
honor,
carry his
yeah.
name. It's an honor. And so that was like fed into my brain of like, okay, it's an honor, it's an honor. Even though when you're a kid growing up, right, and you're like Habib, they're like blah, you know, and then I would just like grrr, and just like kick their butts.
And there is no like variation of Habib.
No, it's like Bib, but like Biebers, Bib, those things didn't come until high school. You know what I mean? But I was fine with it. Like I was comfortable with it, and also I was like, okay, this comes with benefits. Like when I meet somebody that is Middle Eastern, they hear my name, it's like instant family. When I would go to family parties, everybody, because I was the only kid with a Middle Eastern name,
Right.
like they would be like, and like bring me in. So like
He's
I
our
got like,
favorite.
yeah, I got all that
What happened?
extra attention. What happened to this idiot? There was another question. Jorge, if you scroll up, sorry guys, I know we were.
Sorry.
No. That's a great story. That's why we have this platform is to like we gotta share with our chat. We need our chat to be part of this. It's so good. Can you scroll up? There was something on top coat.
right there.
Oh.
By design trend right there.
Okay. Bosses, you explained when to use Ultimate Finish. Just found out you can't use it on caption nail polish. Exactly. It's actually Young Nails nail polish now. Sorry, designer tram. But you can't use it on top of.
I do it
Oh, you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
all the time,
Ultimate Finish.
but not over enhancements.
Oh, over enhancements, right?
Yeah.
But not on natural
Not
nails.
on the natural
Yeah,
nails,
if you have natural nails and then you have YN polish, you can't use the Ultimate Finish.
No, because it'll crack.
It'll
Yeah.
crack. Yeah, over enhancements though you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. If you do acrylic,
As long
polish,
as it's dry.
As long as it's dry. Exactly. Okay, cool. Let's keep going down. None of them are loading. It's just loading circle. Uh-oh. I think we're okay now, right? Adulting blows. Yes, it does. What is the best way to apply rhinestones? From Nails by Larissa. I bought several packs and can't wait to use them. Yeah, that was one of our top sellers, by the way.
Yeah.
That killed.
So you guys, that all we had those because the header card was wrong.
Yeah, so insane.
Like they sent the wrong color, and so we just were like,
And that was for a, so just to put it in context, like for us, it wouldn't matter, but it was for a large distributor that we were dealing with at a time.
Can't use it. Yeah.
And they're like, we can't use it. And we're like,
It's
okay.
just the wrong color header card.
Yeah,
Who cares?
so
All the
lame.
info's yeah, whatever. So yeah, that was a great deal. I like it. Depends. Like our tube glue is amazing
it's
for
awesome.
adding rhinestones. Now, if I'm doing it over enhancements, I like to use like our clear sculptor, and I just use it as a daughter, and then put the stone in it, so it kind of press it into it, seals it, and then I will run my finish gel around all the stones. You don't want to put it over your stones because you'll lose the shine. You just lose the dimension of the stone.
Right.
But I like to seal all the way around it with finish gel, and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it looks good, and it looks amazing too. Are y'all doing more top faves videos? I love those. What are those top faves videos?
So-
Top 3 favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Alyssa and Karen have done it. I think the next one would be
Greg or Tracy, yeah, we definitely need those. Yeah, absolutely, we'll do more. Be done 92, 100%. Runs to Tracy's for adult beverages. That would be the place to go. Let's keep go. Without glue, what's the best way to adhere rhinestones? Okay, so she just basically covered that. From YouTube, Carla Flores, how much shelf life do the wine products have? I have gel products from last year's Black Friday I haven't used up. So, on the jars, there's a little opening. It looks like a jar that's open, and it has the number of months, okay? So that's called the period after opening, PAO. And that'll give you roughly the time. So on gel, what does it show?
Can you see?
Yeah, oh my God, I cannot see that. That's crazy. I used to be able to read that. It's pretty small.
It is very small. I think it's 18
18 months, yeah.
And I can't see it. And my glasses are
So
filthy. Look at that.
it looks like
wonder.
18, can I see that, Trace?
Yeah.
Let me see that real quick. Here, this is my strategy, by the way.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, no, seriously.
It's a good one.
This is a strategy too, and I'll let you guys know in 2 seconds. So let's see here.
You want to hold it?
No, I got it. Do that, and then let's
This is
look.
sad.
That looks like, oh, it is 12. It shows
12
12 months. Okay, so here's the thing though, like, that's period after opening. So if you got them Black Friday last year, you're still good.
It's fine.
But if let's say you open them in January, you have technically till January. But here's the thing. That is like a very, very, very conservative. It is still a good thing to go by. You know what I mean? Like if you notice that there's issues curing or whatever, if it's not adhering properly, probably should get a new one. But if it's been stored in a cool, dry place and it hasn't been exposed to heat and it hasn't been opened and closed like a bunch of times, it's probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's kind of like, when I go to the fridge and I see those eggs and it's like, this is the best used date by, but it's like really conservative. I can still use them. You know what I mean? I do. You don't? I do.
I don't cook.
Oh. Well, if you did, Tracy. No, I do. Like I'll crack the eggs and, like I smell them and
How long past will you go?
I'll probably go like a week past.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. But I think they do it so that you can go like a
Well, it's
considerable
just
amount of time
smart
past.
to do that. Like,
Yeah.
this is what we really recommend. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Habib is not struggling to talk. No, never, ever, ever, ever do I struggle to talk. Design. Oh, from Brittany Hoganson. Good morning. What are the pros and cons of a traditional pink and white versus just painting the smile line on? Interested to hear your guys' thoughts. I love this. This is a great question.
It's preference.
Yeah.
Like, I recommend, like, if a client isn't going to continue to wear pink and white, right, for a long period of time, like it's just a one and done kind of thing, I probably would just paint it on. Which is scary because I don't like to paint. But yeah. So, but if there's someone that they want to continually wear it, I would just
do it, right?
Do it, yeah. It's easier for
Because
me.
when it gets time to rebalance, that's where like that work's gonna come in, right? So like you were saying, Tracy, if somebody comes in and they're like, hey, for the next couple weeks I want a pink and white, and then I want to go back to my nails, well then you paint them on, because then removing them or changing them out
simple,
is gonna
yeah.
be super basic and easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but I've always loved the idea of painting if you can paint, and it gives you options for maintenance faster. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but like if they're, because I remember you said at one time, Tracy, you had pink and white clientele.
Right.
Period.
And
right.
So, and when you do it in the nails, right, the 2 weeks after they get their nails done, they're just going to get pink. That French is going to continue for 4 weeks, right? Instead of me having to remove it, repaint it, fill the,
Totally.
So it just made sense as far as maintenance goes.
Totally
but
makes sense.
Just one and done, just paint it.
Let's keep scrolling down. SoCal Mandy squirreled, you know it. They're not bright mentally. Habib looks baked. I can tell you this. I am the furthest thing from baked. That is 100%. CS Nails. I love talking to people who talk a lot because I'm a quiet person. It usually makes things less awkward when having a convo with somebody like that. Yes, well, that's me. If you and I were talking, trust me, I could talk for 80 years.
Oh, it's your Twitch anniversary.
Nice.
Twitch anniversary.
Happy Twitch anniversary. Dove Sanders, manicuring student here. How do I let go of the fear when using the e-file? This is a great question, guys. Since they won't let us use e-file on actual people in school, I'm already so nervous to use it and hurt someone. Tracy.
Got to use it on yourself.
Yep.
Use it on yourself. You'll realize what you can and can't do, and typically you'll learn that it doesn't hurt. So the fear is when you don't know the feeling, and then you put it to someone else's hand. You don't know what the sensation they're getting. You're afraid to do anything. But if you're doing your own hands, you're like, okay, now I know what kind of pressure to put behind it. I know how to move it and what to do on a client. And
please, Dove Sanders, go just put in electric filing young nails in YouTube.
Uh-oh. It's Thurs.
Sorry. I have,
Flim.
Flim flam.
Flim flam.
Also, like, watch as many of our videos as we have so many e-file videos. But I know that's something that Tracy and Greg talk about. Tracy talks about that a lot, is like doing them on yourselves. And that way you can feel the pressure. And also, I think there's a big misconception of speed too. Like when you're prepping, what speed to have it at, and when you feel, it's like a little tickle. It's not
such a light touch.
Very light touch. But watch those videos to educate yourself. I think it's really good too.
You can do just as much damage with the e-file as you can with a hand file.
With a hand file.
You hold it in one spot, it's going to hurt.
Yep.
You hold a hand file in one spot, it's going to hurt. So, have fun with it.
Let's see here. Okay. Habib and Greg, you inspire my 10-year-old son to do great nails. He's wanted to as long as I've been doing nails, but didn't feel comfortable with that goal because he's a boy. Thanks for helping to break that barrier down for us. Montana Sugar Nails, our pleasure. And yes, there's a lot of men that do nails. I mean, this is obviously it's a female-dominated industry. Mm-hmm. Like 98%, I think. Something that's like really high. But
it's getting more and more men.
It is getting a lot more and more men. And so if your son enjoys it, he can. I can't even tell you how many men have amazing careers doing nails. My brother being one of them. I just burped.
He's okay.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah.
I can say I have a career. I don't do nails, but my career is in nails. And it's the best thing ever. So please tell him to continue and don't stop. Yep. Nails by Larissa. Been married 20 years and my husband has never acknowledged our anniversary. It's on this Saturday, so I'll buy myself a gift. You should buy yourself many gifts, not just one gift.
My husband made the mistake of one time telling me, if you don't spoil yourself, no one else will.
I like that.
So I drove myself home a Yukon that day.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
And what did he say when you pulled up in it? Don't matter.
Don't matter.
You
don't spoil yourself, no one else will.
You also showed up one day with a business, right?
Hey, that's up for debate. That one I might admit to.
It's the best ever, I swear to God. Do you do RJ's girlfriend's nails? Actually, it's his wife. His wife's nails. Just curious. Did you do her nails?
I did it for her wedding.
Nice.
Yeah, but they don't live here, so. And she's a cosmetologist. So is RJ, but he's a firefighter. And she's going to school for psychology.
That's right. That's amazing. This is why we end up recording conversations. Keep going, Jorge. Keep going. Let's just hope Stan Fam isn't in the chat. No, they can be in the chat. It's fine. We're not
I
saying
would
anything.
say this to his face. Don't worry.
Exactly. We called my oldest son Jim Bob Jr. because he's James Robert III. That's awesome. I love Jim Bob Jr. Keep going. Keep it going. The last grandson, his name was that's okay. Let's see if we can get some. Oh my God! Someone said Greg looked high in a comment on a video. Someone else got mad saying it could reflect bad on the company to say things like that. No, it's. I mean, Created by Cooper. I appreciate your. I actually do appreciate that concern. That's very, very kind and like thinking about the company. But we get, trust me, we get all kinds of comments all the time. And somebody saying that Greg looks high or I look high, I think it's kind of funny. I don't, I'm totally
clean. If he was high, maybe he wouldn't talk so much.
No, I don't know if that happens.
Are you reversies?
I'm not reversing.
There are some people.
I'm reversies.
I know someone like that. That's reversing. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, they keep talking.
Yeah. It's heightened. Like, wow. I didn't think it was supposed to do that.
Back in the day when I would partake in such activities, I would just shut down and just like and just like go off. So I wasn't a huge fan of it. Crystal Glitter Bug. Put your eggs in water. If they float or bobble up and down, they're bad. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you. With eggs, you can always do the float test. Nice. Nail supplies don't offer that option. Kelly nailed it. They don't. But
put your product in water.
Put it in water and see if it floats. No, but you can tell. Like you should be able to tell. I mean, you use it, try it. Yeah. You'll be able to tell if there's any issues. That's why when I practice whatever I grab, I use it so not to keep there. Okay, you must be having a separate conversation. Be done. I just have a nail supply hoarding problem. I buy stuff just to have and not open. I do that with hoodies. I have a hoodie addiction. I just buy hoodies.
Did you find your hoodie yet?
Yes, I did find it. So now I have 2 Hawaiian hoodies.
And where was it?
It was in the laundry. No, it was in the laundry.
You didn't look in the laundry?
I didn't know. Well, it was. You don't understand our laundry situation. It's very complicated. Okay, it's a very complicated situation.
I might understand it because I have laundry
everywhere, and it's like digging through No, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You're like digging and digging and digging, and it's clean, and there's some dirty, and it's like, dude, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Forget it. I'm not looking anymore. I get depressed. I leave. Go.
This escalated quickly.
I'm out of here, man. Beth Keller, how do I stop my gel top coat from shrinking? Tracy, how do you stop that?
Typically when you see kind of a puddling or shrinking on the nail, it's either it's in contact with oil, it's like oil and vinegar, they don't mix, or 2, your nail is too smooth. You got to leave it textured, you got to leave it like 150 file, medium grit file, dust it off, protein bond once. You shouldn't have the shrinking issue. Hope that helps. But yeah, that's typically why you see shrinking.
If it's too smooth, right?
Yep.
So if you go from a 150, should be okay.
Yep.
See, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
Because he repeated what I just said.
I just repeated what you said. Vanessa Bartolo Divan, I have caption top coat and base coat that I love. What do I buy to replace it since the caption name is gone now? So it's the same product. Actually,
named it correctly.
We just named it correctly. It's YN Polish top and base. So that's all you got to do. It's just the YN polish. Same beautiful, great, amazing polish. Jody Clark from YouTube, is there a difference between bonding aid and primer? And if so, can you explain to me the difference and which one is the best one to use, or do you use both?
So a bonding aid is usually a dehydrator. It just, can you go back up, Jorge? So,
primer.
The primer typically is an acid primer, so it's completely different. It kind of etches the nail, gets it prepared for the product. My preference is Protein Bond, which is a non-acid primer. So you're going to cleanse the nail with something like Swipe Cleanser, and then you're going to go into Protein Bond twice. And what Protein Bond does is it sticks to the nail and sticks to the product. It does not chemically etch the nail at all. It just anchors everything. So that's my preference.
Habib looks baked. Do I really look baked?
Let me see. And now you just look constipated.
It always goes back to constipated. That's so funny that I look baked because it is like the furthest thing from. It's the furthest thing. Like there's not.
Maybe it's because you can't talk today.
I know that might be it, or maybe because I'm talking too fast. Who knows? It could be either or. Greg's in the chat. Yes, he is. Stephanie Mays. I was born with these frat eyes. Is that?
Where?
I don't know what Greg was saying. I'm not sure, but Greg, do like a smoldering look. Do a smolder and then post it, bro. Do a smolder. Do a video. Here we go. Do a video of you smoldering. Take your shirt off. Pose. Take it. Boom.
Stop.
Post it. And where are you gonna post the before and after pics, bro?
Stop it.
He needs to post that.
He does need to post
You
those.
really do, bro. It's amazing, dude.
The
I'm telling you.
smoldering.
Smolder too.
What is it? Blue steel. Look, don't do.
Do it,
please.
do it, bro. Do it. Simply Jessica on the East Coast, let's say Philly, New Jersey, New York. There's a lot of men. Most salons I've ever been to, mainly, wow, men technicians. That's awesome. I was surprised to see women technicians. I hope that's changing. Wow.
Interesting.
That is interesting because the vast majority is women, but there are a lot of men. And there's a lot of men using nail polishes. There's a lot of, it's in hip hop, a lot of polish that's happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like a thing, and a lot of hip hop artists are coming out with their own nail polish lines. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. So, Candy 1230. I used arbor bands with my e-file until I felt comfortable using actual bits. But taking down bulk, that's going to be a problem.
So here's the issue with using arbor bands to take down bulk. You're going to create heat. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
You got to use something that is made to remove bulk or take down bulk and shape. And arbor bands are great for the natural nail, or like just a little refining, like you would with a hand file. But it actually works the opposite. It will cause friction. It will cause heat if you're trying to take a lot of product down.
BJ92. Oh yes, the fellows are coming up and out killing the nail game. My boyfriend literally did a nail once, and I got mad because it was better than mine. How dare he? Reese Dodd. Reese, is that you from the UK? What's up, man? Reese is a very, very, very close family friend. I'm pretty sure that's you, Reese. Out of the UK, at Young Nails UK, Distinctive Nails. So he's helping to run things out there. Young Nails in the house.
I haven't seen him forever.
I know. He's full. Like he's
an adult.
No, he's an adult. It's insane. It's crazy.
He's still a kid to me.
Is it quicker to use a file or e-file when prepping? Is a great question.
I prefer an e-file. I think it's faster. I think it preps better. Personal opinion.
Yeah.
Personal opinion. That's fact. Is that a thing?
That's your thing now.
It's a thing now.
We're gonna make it a thing.
Yeah, I think it's faster, and you get closer to the cuticle. You can get in there better.
Yeah, absolutely. How long until you should change your e-files? From David Driggers, YouTube.
So if you buy a really good electric file, it's one of those things that it's a long-term thing.
Yeah.
You should have it for years and years. And, that's why it's one of those products that we say, I know it's expensive, but when you break it down compared to your other stuff, it actually is cheaper.
Yeah.
So just depends what kind you have.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those. Tracy and I talked about this. I think it's going to be on a biz talk. We talked about like some of these investments, and like lights or something that Tracy would change out once a year, based on the volume that she did, number of clients she did, and just keeping the lights fresh. It was worth it. Time saver. E-file is one of those investments where, as long as you maintain it and keep it clean and nice, you can have it for a very, very long time.
Yep.
So go ahead and scroll down. We actually answered that one. Jorge. Greg could bounce circles around anyone. Dude, I'm telling you that bounce. Greg does his video on his videos. He does like bounce. That's helped me so much with picking up acrylic.
I was born with these I don't understand what that is.
I don't know what that is, but it's making me mad.
Yeah, it angers me.
I don't like you.
He said he was basically born with the blue steel eyes, the one that you guys were saying earlier.
Just stop
I
it.
think he does.
Oh my God. Jorge's got his back. What the heck is going on?
Yeah, second boss.
Yes, second boss.
I can't with him today.
From Jordan Louise Jenkins. Hey, is there any training courses by North Hamptonshire. Would love to do a training course by you guys. I'm assuming that's in UK. Actually, check Young Nails. I think it's Young Nails UK or youngnails.co.uk. And you can check on their website, give them a call, and you can find out. I don't have that information on me this moment, but give them a call and see. They have training all over the country. They have a lot of mentors out there. So go ahead and scroll down. Let's see. If you're scared, start with ceramic bits and then go to metal. Okay, I've never used ceramic bits. Have you tried ceramic bits? Ceramic bits?
Yeah. I have.
Could you go? I mean, for you, would you just go straight
Metal?
Yeah, go metal, bitch.
It's all about pressure. You can do damage with either one if you don't, and just like an or a hand file, it's all about pressure.
B-Den92, polish in hip hop. What does that mean? A lot of hip hop artists, male hip hop artists, are wearing polish. That's what I mean. And they're starting their own nail polish lines. So their own brand of nail polish, which is really cool. So you're going to start to see some stuff really happening in the next few years, but it's already happening. I'm actually referring to your caption conversion. Oh, what do I buy to replace those?
No, we still have those.
We still have those. It's going to change to YN conversion.
Yeah, but
top and base, but still the same.
Yeah.
You can keep those going. Does heat from filing cause the nail to look melted and smooth?
Heat from filing? No. Well, it depends what grit you're using. The finer the grit, the smoother the nail. Oh, that makes sense. Finer.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's true. It's finer, but like a 240 is like our finest file we use. You use something like that on the artificial nail, it's going to be very smooth. You go lower in grit, so like 100 is our strongest grit. It's kind of backwards to me. It's always been kind of backwards to me.
Yeah, you're backwards, but that's okay.
But doesn't melt it. But if it's a coarse file, it's going to be more textured. If it's a finer file, it's going to be more smooth.
From Reese. Okay, it is you, Reese. That's awesome. So what up, dude? Number one. Number two, how do you not run out of video ideas? It's actually a really good question. For anybody that wants to start creating content for themselves, that wants to build their social media platforms, whether you're a company or individual nail tech, I think this is key. The way that we do it, and this is literally how we do it. I mean, when you look at nails, there's a finite amount of things. Like, it's not, how do I explain this? There's certain steps you take to do nails, right? And it never changes. And it never changes, right? Really? For the most part. And even if it does change a little bit, like techniques maybe improve over time or whatever the hell, it's still not so much where it's like infinite.
New and improved.
So, but what we do is we look for new and interesting ways to talk about these things. First of all, fundamentals never go out of style. They will never go out of style. You can talk about the fundamentals of acrylic, of gel, of doing nails over and over and over again. You can recycle that content, let's say every 4 or 5 months. I mean, easily you can do that. Yeah. Keep bringing it back. And maybe you change a title or angle a new way to talk about it. But the fundamentals never go out of style.
Or have a different mentor do it.
Or have a different mentor do it because they're going to explain it maybe in a little bit different way.
Yeah.
They might do it in a little bit different way. But for us, it's like okay, let's do a challenge. Challenges are great. Contests are great. We look at even breaking down the process of nails. So it's like, let's focus on prep. Okay, let's focus specifically on removing shine. So you start to get like really, really focused in, and that's for the hardcore techs, right? And then there's like, for maybe more of the consumers, You can focus on topics that are a little bit more simplified, like, the perfect way to polish a nail, how to hold, like all these things matter, how to hold a nail polish,
Things
how
you
to
don't
balance.
think people will want to watch. They want to watch.
They do. How to store your nail products. That's probably a video that we could do, like a short one. This is how I store my nail products.
And what we found is don't ever assume that, well, we did that last year. People can just go back and watch that because they won't.
They won't. Exactly.
And you have new people constantly finding you. So you have to keep refreshing and redoing even the same videos.
Exactly. Silangu 1 by the mail, been slower now. Will y'all do Black Friday earlier this year? Well, we are planning to maybe, number one, maybe a little bit earlier.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit earlier. But here's the thing. Our systems have gotten so much better. We are getting more organized. We are putting in automation. It's not going to be ready by Black Friday, but it will be ready. Don't want to talk about it. It will be ready by the new year. So for next year, it's going to be in place. But here's the thing, though. Like Tracy's been working with we have a logistics team on really hammering this down so that we can get your orders out quick. UPS has been amazing. We have been using UPS. They've been a great partner to us, right? And trust me, I'm going to be back there with Tracy. Greg's going to be back there with Tracy. We're going to be going like serious overtime to make sure your orders get out on time. Yeah.
Always takes 2 to 3. You're not talking about now that it takes 2 to 3 weeks, right?
No.
You're talking about Black Friday.
Yeah, last year, yes. We
hit with COVID.
Yeah.
UPS and FedEx were hit with COVID. Everybody. They were threatening not to pick up our packages at all.
Yeah.
Like it was bad.
Like here's an example. This sale that we just had. We had I will tell you, we had an insane amount of orders come through. Not as much as Black Friday, but they're done, right? I mean, it's Wednesday. So the sale ended Monday. All orders, I think by the end of day yesterday, most orders were out the door.
Just a few. Left this morning.
Exactly.
Which is done.
So that's what I'm saying, because I pull up the numbers and I talk to Tracy every day, and she's telling me the number of shipments that we're getting out, and I was like, damn, I mean, we're really, really hauling. So that gives you an idea. On a regular day, like from now through Black Friday, most orders are going to ship same day or next day if you place it at night.
What I would say about you also have to remember, like, we also take the holidays off, so there's a little gap there.
Right.
So I always recommend, like, don't need that product the very next couple days.
Right.
Give it a little time, but yeah, it definitely will be better this year.
What are your thoughts on the Russian manicure? Are they safe and are they legal? I don't know if they're legal. I
think some places they're not.
They're probably not. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Trace? I don't like them.
I do not like them.
Yeah.
I do not think that's a good idea
Yeah.
to be. Anytime that you are going underneath the cuticle where it's sealed or clipping away live tissue, I mean, unless you are an expert at it, it's just it's kind of setting you up not only for possible infections, but giving your client an allergic reaction if you're touching it with product after that. So not a fan. A lot of states you're not supposed to cut live tissue.
Yeah.
I think you can get your nails looking very, very nice without having to do that.
Go down. In school, the nail educator, this is from Kelly Nailed It, the nail educator would only allow us to use the arbor band or diamond barrel bit on anyone. I finally decided to break the rules because I was tired of hurting people. Yeah, that's insane advice.
At least they were letting you use an electrophile.
Something.
They wouldn't let us even bring it in. That's awesome.
B-92, I feel like e-file education is just now becoming a thing in my states. My teachers didn't know how to use them, so they couldn't teach us. Well, at least it's catching up.
Yeah.
It's finally catching up.
A lot of schools, if it's not required, they're not going to teach it, unfortunately.
Srini the Pink, Khabib is like, as long as he's second boss. Exactly.
Boss number 2.
Keep going down. There's a great playlist of series of videos we did on e-file. Yeah, exactly. That's a great one. So click on that. I always draw smiley faces on my nails. That's awesome. I love it. Reese,
I kind of like my ceramic ceramic baths are really nice.
Yeah.
I just prefer metal. It's all
Yeah,
preference.
it's all preference. Exactly. And we're not saying just because we don't have ceramic,
Oh,
don't
no.
use them. Like,
We've looked at them.
yeah,
you know,
totally. It's
but,
just not,
yeah.
for us, but for you, if
because
it works.
there's so many out there, you know.
Absolutely. Let's see, keep going down, please. Yes, you can easily get things, rings of fire. I just don't like, when I watch those videos of Russian manicures, they freak me out, man. It just seems so far underneath the cuticle.
Honestly, a lot of states it's not legal.
Yeah.
If technically cutting live tissue is just not legal.
Why didn't you do a gel polish or art Zoom class too? I think that gel polish could be, I know it's like a more on the basic side, but
It's not.
no?
It's
I mean, compared to like doing acrylic enhancements, right? Like stilettos.
Oh yeah, but again, it's taking it back to polishing, which I find to be one of the
No,
hardest
you're right.
things to do.
You're absolutely right.
Plus, a lot of people take a lot of time to do a gel polish where it doesn't need to take as much time. So I think that's a great idea.
What if we did like a gel polish speed? You know what I mean? So you can
Yeah.
focus on like how to improve your speed doing gel polish
yeah.
service.
I think
I think
it's a
that'd be
great
really
idea.
good. Great idea, Silicon Mandy. Love that. It's not your mail that's slow. She's saying with all the storms and the crap going on in the nation, the postal system at UPS is backed up with packages. Yeah, it's a nationwide epidemic. Yeah, it's gonna. I have a feeling it's probably gonna get worse
before it gets better.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is on our side, you can be certain that we will be getting our stuff ready.
I think hopefully it will be better, because last year with UPS and FedEx, remember, we were finding out, like, we were shipping stuff and we would have the drivers show up and say, you know, your stuff has been sitting in a trailer for 4 days.
Yeah,
They
insane.
weren't shipping it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's got to be better than that.
Well, do you remember this, Tracy? Right around this time last year, FedEx was showing up and they're like, we're not picking up your stuff.
Oh,
Remember
I
that?
remember me having a conversation with the rep and she hung up on me.
Yeah, exactly. With the local FedEx rep. I remember.
She was screaming at me on the phone,
Yeah.
screaming at me because her drivers were telling me they weren't going to pick up. Why are you listening to them? I said,
Yeah.
why is your drivers telling me that? And she hung up, screamed at me and hung
up
up.
the phone.
And then she called back and said, oh, I think she calmed down. I think we got accidentally cut off. I'm like, yeah, we did.
You got cut
We're
off.
going to UPS.
So insane. Guys, we have to go.
We'll deliver your stuff.
What's that?
Hire me and I will deliver your stuff.
I love it.
Personal hand deliver with white gloves.
Perfect. Tram. Thank you guys for joining us today. I love all the questions. We're going to start a little earlier tomorrow. I got to talk to these guys too about the schedule because things are changing fast, which they're not aware of, but I will let them know. But we're going to start streaming tomorrow, I think at 8.
I'm here at 5.
Okay, yeah, Tracy's here early. I think we got to shoot some videos early tomorrow too. We're going to shoot a video right now. Really hope you have an awesome Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us again. We will be back tomorrow. And bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching these highlights from our Twitch stream. To talk to us live on Twitch, join us Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings. Come hang with us. We love engaging with you and talking with you in the chat. It's at Young Nails Inc. on Twitch.